We want to show you the goals that you've scored in the last 2 Premier League games. I'm guessing you've seen them a few times by this point.
I did. I can't lie, I did. Absolutely. My reaction just came natural because every time I had the ball and just go 1 against 1, the fans was there. Hey. The sound was unbelievable in Anfield and the fans were so excited. For me, the first touch is the most important thing. My plan is to take the left back in your back and just hold the ball, or if he comes quick, just try to hold him and go to the other side and face the center back after that. When I get the ball here, Ronaldo was in the ground and just go in, dribble the port, and the fans make the goal. For me, the feeling, even before I watch it, I was so excited because the fans was like, Once the goal was in, it was unbelievable.
It's not enough to do that 1 week. The next week, this happens.
When I go inside the box, everybody asks for the ball. That's in Egypt how we call it, we play in the street. If you play in the street, you do that. If you don't play in the street, you wouldn't do that. Once I dribbled the first one, there was like exactly the same feeling as City goal. I cut in because I know the center back was gonna think that I'm gonna do it like City. That's a nice feeling when you see the ball going inside the net, because after you did that, I don't want someone to save it from the line or something. And you see the fans also so excited. That's what makes the goal, I think, better.
Do you feel like the best player in the world right now?
I can't say that. It's always opinion between people who will agree with you, people doesn't agree, but in my mind, I'm always trying to convince myself that I'm the best player. Every time I go to the game, I'm just trying to score goals and give assists to help the team to win a game or get points. The game also I'm trying to play is mentally. I talk with the coaches, with the staff, where I can improve, what can I do to be better. And they've been honest with me. You can do that, and I'm always trying to do in a game.
Well, it's interesting. Salah won't say that he's the best in the world, but
he did off camera. He didn't really. I'm joking.
A little bit joined in the studio by ex-Liverpool winner Stuart Downing. Good to see you. Now, we've been asking our viewers which Salah goal have they preferred, the one against Manchester City and the one against Watford. Just to throw a couple of tweets at you, Bonagi says, the Manchester City goal, I can't make him do that on a PlayStation. That was magic. So that's his reasoning. Have you got a favourite?
I quite like the Watford one, I think.
Yeah.
Just, the amount of players around him, how he got out of that situation. He made it look easy, which is not easy, let me tell you, against Premier League defenders. But that's my favourite, I think.
Yeah, that's the trade-off, isn't it? It's sort of the footwork in the tight space against Watford compared to the fact that he's just sat down a few defenders from the best defence in the league, and it's a big game against Manchester City as well. Yeah. Lots of you getting in touch to have your say as well. Hashtag PL fans if you want to do the same. Lewis from Cameroon, a City fan, says Salah's best goal is the one against Watford. I wonder why he said that, considering the number of bodies he went past before scoring, similar to what you were just saying there, Stuart. And always me on Twitter as well. Mo's goal against Watford was definitely the best of all. Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, I said to Nat Gedru before when we were talking to her from ESPN Brazil, he's had such an incredible month. I mean, scoring a hat-trick at Old Trafford would usually be the highlight of players' careers. No player's ever scored a hat-trick in the opposition at Old Trafford in the Premier League. But these 2 goals are just incredible, aren't they?
It's just the standards he sets. I think it probably looks like the norm, doesn't it, just to get a hat-trick for Mo Salah at the minute. And like you say, he's scored so many important goals, so many big goals. And at the weekend, he probably could have had more. I think he was looking for more, wasn't he? He's that type of player. He sniffs a chance out. But like you said, he's an incredible month. But I'm guessing the type of player he is in character, he's probably looking at next month thinking, how many more can I get and can I top that? It's just what the top players do. They're just trying to outdo themselves every month. Yeah, scary.
Absolutely
it is
scary.
Dangerous. Would you have liked to play with Mo Salah?
I've just been thinking I was played on the right when I was at Liverpool, so I might not go a game. Maybe they've had to put me on the left, but I mean, any player would love to play with a player like Mohamed Salah. Like you say, he's a top player. I said last week, I think he's on form at the minute. I think he's probably the best player in the world. I think you have to, with the goals he scores, the impact he has on big games. obviously Ronaldo and Messi come into them comparisons all the time, but I think on current form he has to be the number one.
Yeah, sort of Ballon d'Or list is out. Obviously, the voting is going on at the moment. I mean, he's picked a good moment to score these 2 goals and get the hat-trick in terms of that vote. In terms of Liverpool, there's a little bit of an elephant in the room in terms of their season with the African Cup of Nations, which is sort of looming large in the new year. And that's a big chunk of the season that Salah, Sadio Mane and Naby Keita could all miss.
Yeah.
I mean, is that the only doubt in your mind that there might be about Liverpool's chances of winning the league this year?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very important month. I just think with Man City as well this season, they've obviously strengthened, they look really strong. Chelsea, obviously, the sign, I know Lukaku's injured, but obviously he's going to be back. I just think it's a big month for them. You know, if they can get through that month with results and get them players back, you know, they're in with a hell of a chance. But like you say, Man City will be looking at that. You know, I'm thinking, is that the month where we have to pull away, because it's going to be an important part of the season.
It's always an important part of the season in the title race, that as well, isn't it? Around that.